Hiya, well, a new video with a new haircut, as it's been a long time. I've not had it cut, actually, fascinatingly, since I started building the pond. So it's been just over a year, the pond. I haven't done a video in a very long time, just because I haven't had time. My wife's had a baby, we've been doing an extension, lots of different stuff. But I've just got back from holiday, feeling fresh and feeling like I need to do a video because I've just watched all the old videos and they're absolutely fantastic. I love them. Looking back on what the house used to be to what it is now, I need to be a bit more grateful for where we've got to rather than what we've not got. So anyway, I'm going to flip the camera around in a minute. It is October and I've used the old, well, you'll see in a second. I'm probably best just flipping it and then explaining. So I'll flip the camera around so you can see it, because the tiling's done. I did the tiling, I loved it. Grouted it and I think it looks amazing, but it's the wrong time of year to be doing this video, but nonetheless I may as well start. And that is it, guys. So my seat is, I'm outside and the windows, the bifolds are shut, but this is pretty much the view from my room, living room. You can see it's winter now, so the fish there, if I come across, they will come up, or they generally do. Naturally they're not now, because I've said that. Freddie, the leader of the pond, is right at the back there. The rainwater's made the water quite dark. I'll just zoom out there for a second. These tiles, I absolutely love them. Split-faced oyster tiles or something like that they're called. They're not that expensive, they're really not. And I think they really give like a fancy sort of nice finish to the pond, especially from that angle. I've not done the back because no one ever sees it, but from there the pond looks banging. I really like it, especially when you think, like, I stand over here on the grass and think what this area used to look like on the videos I've just watched, which I'll be posting later today. So where that's newborn baby there being fed by my wife. And you can see the window, this 1.8 metre wide window here, is a completely different experience to the one at the front. The one at the front, the fish are like on a, like, from here, the fish are on like a treadmill. Because you can see there, the return, even though it's low here, for the vortex coming across the bottom, it forces the fish to swim against it. So the fish can't actually stay stationary there, and they haven't got that long to swim around before they change their angle, because the water's spinning around like that. But on this side, when you do get a chance to see them in the summer, because it is October now, so they're all going lower in the water, it's sensational to just watch them swimming like a long way. So the bigger the window, the better the window, in my opinion, with ponds, from my experience anyway. And they are definitely worth it. So anyway, without waffling, why I've got these on top. So this is the old, if you remember the videos from right at the beginning, I had a conservatory here now where we've got this extension, which is beautiful and I love it, by the way. The same builder that did the pond did the extension, or he laid the bricks for the pond. And so we saved the conservatory roof and just put bricks on top to weight them down, just to prevent the leaves going in from the tree here, which can create like an acidity and mess around with the balance of the water. So they work really well to keeping the netting and preventing everything from dropping in, especially as it's like mid-October now, heading towards like November, when all the leaves come down, and there is a lot of leaves that come down. So around the back here, this is our little hot tub where we sit. Wizard hot tubs, best hot tubs in the business. And then we've got this, which is the back of the pond, and the filter house, the skimmer that we love, is in there, and the filter is just being covered up. Normally I don't have a cover on it, but it has for the time being. Got a cover on there, and we've got all the pipe work down here. So we have the one skimmer coming down, round into this pump up here, this is the pump that it controls this one, and we've just got it set on a low setting. It's like on 10, so that returns round there, across the back, and then you can see this is a really bad time. I should have done it before putting these conservatory roof things on, but then it splits between returning at the bottom down there and can be forced through the blade, which is beautiful to listen to. But again, I should have done another video really, because not having the ability to show you that right now, but it is a bit disappointing to say the least. But I'll do another one in spring when everything starts picking back up again. So that's one return, and then the other pump comes from the 4-inch bottom drain up here. We just fold this back, which is the tarpaulin, and we can see there. Now this is actually quite fascinating, because the water comes from the 4-inch drain all the way up, is pulled into the, I'm just going to throw this off 1 second. The water from the pond is pulled up here, comes round and spins round. It then goes through this centre chamber and has like media in there, where there's large surface areas which prevent the water or particles within the water passing through. There you go. Then once it's passed through and filtered out all the bad stuff, it goes through here, down that chamber and into this chamber. In this chamber is the biological filtration, so the large surface areas on these little media things, they just encourage good bacteria to grow and convert. So somewhere along the line it goes from ammonia to nitrate to nitrite, or nitrite to nitrate. I'm not quite sure, but either way it's good for the good or not harmful for the fish, like ammonia is, because as we know, ammonia is really bad and dangerous for the fish. So yeah, comes through here, and then once it's gone through there, it drops down through this one and returns as a high return to the pond. So we've got the high return here forcing the water down and along the back, and then the low return at the bottom forcing it that way. So then the water just spins like this, and that with the tapered like drop in the bottom, all the poop and all the stuff goes towards the 4-inch drain naturally as it spins round like a toilet, I suppose, but it's always being replaced by the water. Yeah, so that's how the pond has been set up to run and how it looks like now. This pond, which is the bottom drain one, set to 40, and this one to about 15. It doesn't need much. This is just where I temporarily got the electric stored. The Nexus I'm using is the Nexus 220 Plus. I haven't had a problem with it yet. It is big, it is clunky. I had to set up the stones underneath it, which, look, fortunately I had some left from the build, to create a base from it to rise it up, because it's gravity fed. Like, for instance, I didn't really understand this. It took me quite a long time to get my head around gravity fed and pump fed, because I didn't really understand. But in a nutshell, we have a pump underneath there at the back. That is pulling the water out of this chamber, so that's pulling the nice, clean, biologically and mechanically filtered water back into the pond, which then pulls it, makes it uneven from this side to this side. So gravity will force the water and pull the water this way to replenish what's gone from here, because it doesn't want them to be lopsided. And a good little point actually at this is, if this side is a lot lower than this side, which it currently is, I don't know if I can show that in any way, but this side's lower to that side, that means that needs cleaning. Now, I did it 2 days ago, but it doesn't half clog up with the amount of waste. And what happens as well with the poop, when the poop comes in, it doesn't actually go in there, because these little vents prevent the big poops going in there. They drop down to the bottom. So when you clean the water, which is here, that's the waste pipe coming out right round, It absolutely stinks when you open that. I was going to use it for the laurels to help grow my laurels and fertilise them, but in all honesty it just stinks like human waste. So I didn't. I connected it now to the drain, which is a lot cleaner, more effective and less smelly. So yeah, let's have a little walk round again, just so I can show you what it looks like. So that's like the view from the hot tub, which at night it's really nice because you've got the lights doop, 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 all across the top. We're in the process of having the other side extended as well. This is eventually going to be rendered white across the top, and the soffits are going to go grey and a nice black roof to match this roof, so it should look nice and modern. But you can see the difference there. Sorry, this is temporarily in my gym. You can see the difference there to the earlier videos we did and how it has changed massively out here. A huge difference, but Jesus, it is worth it. I mean, I should have done this video when it was sunny and warm and the fish were active. Oh, there we go, there's Fred. Let's see if he'll come over. Come on, Fred. There he is. He is growing. A Karachi guy. From the same family as the shagoi, so that's why he's so friendly apparently. Got a few new fish. The shower there. A kahaku. There's some really nice fish. They're just not that active now because it's gone colder, even though it looks like it's quite warm out here. So yeah, there it is. All in all, absolutely love this pond, be it we've had some issues which I'll probably do a separate video on when I bottled out of doing the pipe work and the fitting of the windows because I wanted convenience, but there's a few issues with that which I'll do a separate video on. But all in all, I'm really made up to where I've got to, especially now I've been back to the beginning and looked like a year ago when I started digging it out and did that the silly videos to start with. Yeah, fantastic, thank you.